This circle is based in unconditional love, free from harm and fear. Those who love us unconditionally are now invited to be here. Dwa Sakmat, Dwa Sakmat, Dwa Sakmat, Dwa Isis, Dwa Isis, Dwa Isis. Hello, 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 and welcome to the Relaxation Room, a space for deep healing and peace. Hello, Lady Smoke, welcome back. Thank you for the gift. If you've been feeling a little stressed out lately, hello, Julia, thank you for the heart me. If you've been feeling a little overwhelmed lately, hello, Drew, thank you for the gift. Congratulations, you found the right place. Here we combine energy healing. Thank you for the hand heart, Julia. With some guided meditation to help us achieve deeper states of relaxation and transformative healing. You may begin the session by allowing yourself to get nice and comfortable. Thank you for the heartbeat, wherever you are. Feeling the earth beneath you, supporting you completely. Knowing that the earth can support the entire weight of your body, as well as anything that you happen to be carrying. Becoming more grounded. Hello, Alicia, welcome back. Thank you for the heart me. More centered, more at ease. Thank you so much for the gifts. Allowing yourself to become nice and comfortable wherever you are. Either sitting upright or lying down, the choice is yours. Bringing your awareness to your breathing. Simply by noticing how the breath feels as it enters your body. Noticing how the breath feels as it exits the body. Nice, natural breathing. Nothing should be forced or exaggerated at this time. And you may feel, sense, or perceive With every breath that you take, you become more rejuvenated, more revitalized, as you draw in vital life force energy. And as you exhale, releasing all of the stress, all of the heaviness, all of the tension of the day. As you breathe in and out, in and out. My in-breath is an invitation for vital life force energy to support and nourish me. My out-breath is my acknowledgement of my longing to be free. My breath reaches far and wide. I allow the universe to hold me. I am cleansed by her waves of love. I am free. More and more refreshed, more and more relaxed. As you breathe in and out, in and out, in and out. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the gifts. Drawing in more and more cleansing energy. Releasing more and more heaviness. My in-breath is an invitation for vital life force energy to support and nourish me. My out-breath is my acknowledgement of my longing to be free. My breath reaches far and wide. I allow the universe to hold me. I am cleansed by her waves of love. I am free. As you breathe in and out, in and out, in and out. Cleansing breath, filling the lungs, filling the belly, and expanding to all parts of the body. As you breathe in and out, in and out. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the gifts. My in-breath is an invitation for vital life force energy to support and nourish me. My out-breath is my acknowledgement of my longing to be free. Thank you so much for the gifts. My breath reaches far and wide. I allow the universe to hold me. I am cleansed by her waves of love. I am free. As you breathe in and out, in and out, in and out. Hello, Siba. Welcome back. Thank you for the gifts. Healing energy infused into every fiber of your being. As you open yourself up more and more to receiving this energy. As you breathe in and out, in and out, in and out. I will now begin to count down from 20. And with each number down, you will become more and more relaxed. Starting at 20, relaxing all throughout the forehead. As you release any worry you are storing in the forehead. 19, relaxing and softening around the eyes. 18, your shoulders melting. 17, a weight that you didn't even know that you were carrying effortlessly dissolves. 16, your hands are loose. 15, your arms are heavy and at ease. 14, your breath is relaxed. 13, your heart is calm, safe, and at peace. 12, your body becomes heavier and heavier. 11, your thoughts beginning to slow down, slowing down, slowing down. Hello, Patrick. Welcome back, friend. 10, your mind becoming quiet, still, at peace. 9, beginning to drift, drift, drift away. 8, effortlessly letting go of all of your worries. 7, so deeply relaxed. 6, completely at ease. 5, sinking deeper and deeper into relaxation. 4, thoughts slowing down even more, body relaxing even more. 3, maybe even beginning to notice some pause between your thoughts. 2, body becoming even heavier. 1, feeling so totally relaxed as we reach the final stage of relaxation. And if you have a bodily function or an emergency to attend to, you will be able to leave this session just fine and deal with these things. And you will receive the full benefits of the session as if you had stayed the entire time. And you will wake up tomorrow feeling so well rested and so rejuvenated, regardless of how will you sleep tonight. And thank you so very much for everyone who is tapping away on the screen. Your efforts do not go unnoticed. You are so very appreciated. And thank you for all of the very kind and generous contributions. Thank you everyone who comes and shows their support. And of course, thank you all for just being here with me. And now you may become aware of a vessel in front of you. This vessel is made entirely of your favorite colors of light. Beautiful shades of light swirling, making up the shape of this vessel. And anything you are worried about, anything that is stressing you out, anything that feels big, heavy, or overwhelming, you can put all of that stuff inside of this vessel. And this is not a permanent space for this stuff. You will deal with all of these things effectively at a time when you are better equipped to do so. But for right now, your only job is to just relax. So you can take all of that stuff, put it inside of this vessel, and put a lid on it. Thank you so much for the gifts. Now imagine yourself standing at the edge of a vast and endless ocean. The sky is painted in deep blues and silver. Thank you so much for the gift. The moon hangs softly above the water, illuminating the waves as they roll towards the shore. You can hear the ocean breathing in and out, in and out, in and out. Allow your own breath to match the rhythm of the tide. Gentle, natural, eternal. Thank you so much for the gifts. A cool breeze brushes against your skin, carrying away tension, worry, and heaviness. Thank you so much for that. With every exhale that you take, continuing to release more and more as you breathe in and out, in and out, in and out. The waters are so inviting that you begin to walk towards them until you are right at the water's edge. Feel the wet sand beneath your feet. Feel the waves wash over your ankles. Warm and welcoming. And as these soothing, healing waters touch you, something begins to soften inside. The boundaries of your body begin to dissolve. Your thoughts become like seashells scattered along the shore. Then gently and effortlessly carried away by the tide. You take another step into the ocean, and another, and another, until you are floating effortlessly beneath the moonlit sky, safe, weightless, free. Thank you so much for the gift, and thank you for achieving the heart me goal. I appreciate you. Excuse me. Now imagine, sense, or perceive that you are no longer simply inside of the ocean. Thank you for the taco. You are becoming the ocean itself. The shape of your form dissolving more and more until you are just water lit by the moon. Your breath becomes the tide. You ebb and you flow. Ebb and flow. Ebb and flow. My, Amy, Kate, thank you so much for your generosity. I appreciate you so much more than you could possibly understand. Thank you. That is so many hand hearts. I appreciate you. Welcome back, Corinne. Hello. You rise with the waves and soften into stillness. There is nothing to force, nothing to resist, only movement, only flow. Get a sense of just how vast you are. Every emotion, just a current moving through you. every thought is only a ripple upon your surface. Deep beneath your waves is a profound peace, a stillness untouched by storms. Rest there now. Feel yourself expanding endlessly beneath the moonlight. Hello, Cameo. Welcome back. Thank you for the heart me. Ancient, wise, infinite. You are the gentle waves kissing the shore. You are the deep currents beneath the sea. You are the rhythm of surrender itself. And you ebb and flow, ebb and flow, ebb and flow. This sacred rhythm resets, heals, and soothes your nervous system. It quiets your mind. And carries you deeper and deeper into relaxation. And as you continue to flow within this peaceful ocean, know that life does not need to be controlled. Like the sea, you are allowed to move naturally, to release, to return, to trust the tides. And now, if you like, you may take a nice, deep, slow breath in. And exhale softly. Feel the ocean holding you now. Cradling you. Rocking you gently beneath the stars. And whenever you are ready, you may rest here gently, drifting peacefully. Or you may return, carrying the calmness of the ocean within you. You are fluid. You are vast. You are the ocean. My in-breath is an invitation for vital life force energy to support and nourish me. My exhale is my acknowledgement of my longing to be free. My breath reaches far and wide. I allow myself to be held by the universe. I am cleansed by her waves of love. I am free. Thank you so much for the gifts. My in-breath is an invitation for vital life force to support and nourish me. My out-breath is my acknowledgement of my longing to be free. My breath reaches far and wide. I allow myself to be held by the universe. I am cleansed by her waves of love. I am free. My in-breath is an invitation for vital life force to support and nourish me. My out-breath is my acknowledgement of my longing to be free. My breath reaches far and wide. I allow myself to be held by the universe. I am cleansed by her waves of love. I am free. Okay, now I will begin to wrap you in a soft blanket of protection. And this blanket of protection is made out of pure and unconditional love. Unconditional love is the most protective energy that there is. It has the power to instantly dissolve even the darkest, most malevolent of negative energies. Allowing this protection to settle in the aura, to settle in the mind, to settle in the body. Feeling it wrap around you. Thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate you. Feeling the sense of safety, stability, and security that it offers. You carry this protection with you always. And any negative energy sent your way will instantly dissolve into the light of grace. Your angels, your guardians, your spirit guides, your ancestors, your source, your deity, your creator. Whatever it is that you connect to, it loves you unconditionally. It will never stop fighting for you. And it will never stop protecting you. And this blanket of protection will make sure that you feel safe and secure through all of life's challenges, knowing that you have nothing to be afraid of. All you have to do is trust and believe in yourself. Trust that you are wise enough. Trust that you are resilient enough. Trust that you are strong enough. Trust that you are resourceful enough to make it through absolutely anything. You are divinely protected, always. And anytime you begin to feel unsafe, anytime you begin to feel anxious, anytime that you begin to feel insecure, you can just come back to this blanket of protection. Know that your angels, your spirit guides are with you. They will give you all of the signs and reminders that you need if you ask. You can ask them to help fill your heart with peace. When you're having a little bit of a hard time finding your peaceful spot, beautiful. We will now begin to wrap this session up with a message from our angels. Let's see what it is our angels have to say tonight. What do our angels wish to bring to our awareness? What do our angels want to draw our attention to? What do our angels wish to communicate to us? What would our angels like us to know? What message do our angels have for us? Right now. We have 666 with reflect. I don't really like the definition that this book has for 666. 666 is the number, 6 is the number of love. 666 is a very loving number, and I feel like my definition for it is definitely confirmed, because we have unconditional love at the bottom of this deck, and it's 2424, and if you put 2 and 4 together, what do you get? You get a freaking 6. 6 resonates at the frequency of love. But we'll go ahead and read for the book. Lots of folks get a bit worried when they see this number, but it's actually a message of reflection. Your angels are asking you to take a step back, to hit the pause button. With that greater distance, examine your current circumstances. Are you heading in a direction that speaks to your truth? Do your relationships lift you up? Does your job fulfill you? Or have you instead been putting your energy into things that simply don't work for you any longer? This is your sign to be honest with yourself and make the changes that speak to your higher self. Taking time to reflect on your circumstances, putting your energy into necessary changes, honesty, stripping away any illusions, signal to pay attention to your needs. So the one thing I am going to say, the reason I don't like this definition for 666 is because the way this reads, it reads as like a positive interpretation of the devil card in traditional tarot. The devil card would traditionally be things that you're kind of like tied to, which can have to do with like dependencies, addictions, and stuff like that, like things that you would like need to kind of reflect upon and think about like what direction your life is heading. That very much gives like the vibe that the 666 card gets, which doesn't really resonate with me, but we'll go with it. We'll go with the idea of reflection. There might be something we need to reflect upon, something that we need to think about. This could be like a time for us to kind of go into quiet repose and really do some soul searching, some like self-inquiry. We're going to get to that in a second. Let's go ahead and see what the rest of this message is. Self-acceptance. Are you fully accepting of yourself in this moment? Are you proud of yourself? Are you proud of the way that you are showing up in the world? Are you proud of what you are doing with your life? Are there parts of you that you are ashamed of? Are there parts of you that you hide? Are you just as accepting of yourself on a bad day as you are on a good day? Manifestation. Learning experience. I feel like this is this is a call to learn to kind of be more open and receptive. If there may be parts of ourselves that we are not accepting, this could be a learning experience pointing to like the work that we need to do there. With manifestation coming in between all of this, this could be related to something we are trying to obtain or achieve for ourselves. And one message that I'm getting is if maybe we're not being very good in being just like accepting of ourselves, it might be kind of throwing us off in being receptive to receiving what it is we're putting out there that we wish to obtain or achieve. And through learning to be more accepting of ourselves, we are learning to be more open, receptive, and accepting in general. Is there a story here? What's the bottom of the deck? Transformation. It feels like changes are coming, blessings in abundance. They're going to be good changes. The more like open, receptive, and the more we're leading into the self-love and self-acceptance, I feel like the more we are allowing the flow of blessings and abundance into our life. Take charge and action. And this is something that we should be a little bit proactive about. Instead of wishing that we were more this way, like what are some habits that we can start building to be a little bit more like the person that we wish that we were. Instead of putting on a facade, I feel like if you're someone who has to put on a facade a lot, maybe think about the facade that you're putting on and why maybe you wouldn't be more comfortable being more authentic. And then the facade that you choose to put on, think about the facade that you're putting on and then think about why you're putting on that facade. Divine timing and angelic protection, yeah. I feel like there's going to be some sort of like aha moment that is coming to us. And this aha moment is really gonna like change things. And understand that you are protected throughout this process. If things are feeling a little bit challenging right now, your spirit guides, your angels, your deity, your source, your creator absolutely wants you to know, like, that's not other people throwing nastiness at you. That's not other people doing work or anything like that. That's just life's challenges. It's not a personal attack. It's just life is, challenging sometimes. That's all it is. And now we can do, it's funny because I had this highlighted as an exercise we could do tonight if you guys wanted to. But I feel like this is a good indicator that we'll go ahead and read from the self-inquiry in here. For this part, if you're watching the replay over on YouTube, I encourage you, if you like, you can go ahead and pause this video, and if you want to grab like a piece of paper and something to write with, or like a notebook and something to write with, because you can then do some journaling with this part. And you're free to just sit here and like listen and kind of like answer as I'm saying it. The instructions in the book are to just kind of like free write and writing as fast as you can, letting the answers kind of come to you and just like writing whatever's coming to you first, not necessarily stopping and thinking about it. So you can do it that way, or like as I read the questions out loud, I can then pause and then like see whatever the first answer that comes to your mind is. Okay. Ready, set, go. Number 1. What mindset is most helpful for you to weather life's storms? The answer that came into my head first was gratitude. 2. What keeps you from experiencing this mindset in times of tumult? Challenges very rarely feel like something to be grateful for. What do you need to remember? You don't always have to be grateful for stuff. Some things are just challenging and you're allowed to have like whatever feelings that you have about that. That's natural. You're not going to be freaking grateful for everything all of the time. And sometimes I feel like I just know gratitude is the right answer and the thing that I'm supposed to lean into. But I'm not sure that if I actually spent time to sit with that question, that would be my answer. 3. What possible changes in life are you most fearful of? The ones that don't happen. I feel like the changes that I am most fearful of is like when you're stuck in a situation and like you know that the situation isn't working for you, and you're like in your head and you sit with it for so long, you're like, something's got to change here, I am not happy here, this isn't what I want right now, and like you're afraid that nothing is ever going to change from here. I feel like I handle change very well. I feel like I'm very open and very fluid and very go with the flow, that I just kind of like things kind of roll off my shoulders very easily. It's the changes that don't happen that I struggle with. 4. Which of the changes are inevitable? All of them if they're happening. I mean, I don't really know if I understand that question. All of the changes are inevitable. If things are changing, that means that the change is inevitable. How can you make peace with them and mindfully prepare for their arrival? Just let it happen, I guess, and figure out how you're going to deal with it afterwards. I feel like when you spend too much time preparing for bad things, it takes you out of the present moment, which isn't to say, like, if you're sensing something's going to happen, or don't be unprepared. Like, but I feel like the ways that you prepare for things are like having money in a savings account. So like if something happens that requires money to solve, that's not like a worry that you have to have, and that's not like, oh my god, I'm unprepared for this kind of challenge. And I feel like that, like, a lot of changes can be prepared for in practical ways. Is like maybe having a more kind of like logical approach and understanding that accidents happen, and just having like kind of a accident setup type of strategy. Like if I also have like a I would call it like a self-healing bag, where it has like bath bombs and all stuff like that in it. So like anytime I need to like cleanse of something, or doing ritual baths, if I'm feeling like kind of, if there's something that's more of like a emotional or mental crisis and I kind of like need to reset my energy, I have a bag that's set up full of relaxation things that I can do some sort of practice to like get that energy off of me, get that stuff out of my mind. That way I am then able to come back to center and kind of, see things a little bit more clearly, and not from a space of I'm in freaking crisis right now. But also having some sort of routine, I feel like, is very good. Some sort of routine that you do even when you feel good. So when you have those days that you're not feeling good, like, where your sources of nourishment are, and you can return to those sources of nourishment at any point. And it's something that comes at that point. It's not something you have to practice. Like, I feel like where a lot of people go wrong when people are like, just breathe, it's like, if you're not doing those breathing exercises when you're already calm, cool, and collected, and it's not something that you're used to, because then it's like, now I'm in crisis and I'm being told just to breathe, but you don't even know how to do the breathing techniques properly. So it's good to have these practices that are set up, that you're doing daily, as some sort of, even if it's just a small ritual, even if it's just like a small 10-15 minute ritual each day, just to build a practice around mindfulness, around emotional and mental balance. That way, when you kind of do reach those crises, when you're going through these really big shifts, and if it's coming across as like chaos, as everything around you feels like it's crumbling apart and you don't know how any of it is going to be built back up anymore, you have those practices to come back to help you center. And then after you come to that center, you can kind of think about rebuilding. But I also feel like that's very broad, because there are so many different types of changes to prepare for, and it's like, how do you know, as just general change, like, do we assume all change is bad? What if they are good changes? You know what I mean? Or there are just so many different types of changes. How do you say just one thing in terms of being able to handle all change? I don't know. Well, anyways, those were my answers. I hope you enjoyed them. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. And that was from Mrs. Radiant Rest. Tonight's meditation that we did was inspired by Radiant Rest and the Sankalpa that I used in tonight's practice. And the Sankalpa would be like, my in-breath is an invitation for vital life force to support and nourish me. That came from Radiant Rest. And the practice is the actual meditation is my own, but it was inspired by a Radiant Rest exercise. I wouldn't recommend this. This book is really for yoga teachers. As you can see, it's one of my reference books that I use when I'm writing meditations.
I wouldn't recommend it to anyone that's not a yoga teacher, though, just because the way the book is written for you to be able to teach these practices to other people, which also entails that you should be a more advanced practitioner. And some of them require that you are being guided through the practice because it is a more advanced practice. So having someone guiding you through it, guiding people through it, is part of it. So I wouldn't really recommend it for anyone that just kind of does yoga for exercise or to get away from their kids or anything like that. It's definitely a book more for teachers. But if you are a yoga teacher, it's a great book. This is how Yoga Nidra came into my practice. It's a really good book. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.